Aloha Keely. So we're going to feed the kids here. I usually use a black bowl for Makoa and a white bowl for Tiikeri, because that way then you can keep the food straight when they've been chowing. All right, so we're going to just actually go right in for the KD here. This is one of the big cans.
You were covering KD.
This is.
Thank you.
All right. So we put in an amount. This is probably a good amount to start him off with. See how he does. I put the lysine on top of that, and so then this is the lysine, and you want to take this little scooper, take a little bit, almost a whole one, and then just put it on top, and then take your spatula and kind of mix it in a little bit, okay? Now, if it's cold, if you're getting the pate out of the refrigerator cold, I'll put it in the microwave for only 10 seconds, no more, because we don't want to burn his little mouth. But sometimes it makes a little more smell and it makes it more interesting for him. All right, so now we're going to put this aside, and we're now going to take one of these tubes, and we're going to use 2/3 of it for him, and 1/3 will be for Tiikeri. So I usually just take my finger like this, right around that number, just below that number, and just, of course, I didn't get enough on it, and just squeeze it out on top, and save the other third for Tiikeri in a moment. Then you're going to take, this is in the refrigerator, this is the, so you should shake it first. Okay, and then you're going to take the top off here. And now the syringe goes in to the top like this. You tip it upside down and you pull out a full syringe, and you'll see that it says 50 milliliters here at the full. Okay, and bring it back. Now, you'll put it on top of but do it kind of slowly so you don't squirt it out the sides of the wet food of the Catgurt on top. And you might want to just put a little bit of, mix it a little bit in with that stuff, because he loves the Catgurt, so he'll eat all that, and that makes sure he gets all the medicine. Okay, so that's kind of him. Now for her, we just take a little bit. She doesn't love the wet food that much, so I don't usually give her a whole lot. But then we're going to cover it with the Catgurt and do this. Okay. And just put that on top, and then she'll just take that. She'll eat that off the top. Now, if you are giving them food later, after they've had their Catgurt, they only get that in the morning, then it's always a good idea to take your little gravy and put a little bit on top. You don't need much. It's important, though, that when you cut the opening, there'll be one that's open, and this is one that isn't. You want to make sure you use scissors and go right on the line that it gives you, because that way it will be it'll make it easier to keep just a little bit on top. You don't need a lot. You just want something to kind of get them eating. Okay, so now they're ready to go, and so now we come down to the floor as they're waiting here. Come around, okay, and put his there, put hers there, and then wait. And if you can, please wait for Tiikeri to finish hers. She won't eat the whole thing, but we just don't want him eating that. He loves the other food. So we have to just kind of wait until she walks away from it. And then we usually use that plate here to just place it on top of her food off the floor so it doesn't spoil all. But she's eating pretty well this morning. Okay, I think that's it. we're good to go. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let us know.